is going on, my dudes? It is Taco, and today we're rating every single Spelunky item in the game, plus some extras here, as you can see. So yeah, let's get started with this. Alright, starting first off is the space compass thing here. This thing is pretty useful. Yep, we're going useful. Because it's like doesn't do anything else. Next, the Ankh. Overpowered. That thing is awesome. Actually very useful, because when you die you get 4 health back. Arrow. Meh. Hate it. This thing, overpowered. You can duplicate this. Awesome. Ball and chain. Let's see here. This is trash. This thing does nothing good for you. Bear trap. This is useful. You can use this as a weapon all the time, especially in PvP. Great item. Bomb bag. I'm gonna say useful. It's good, but like it could be better. Bomb box. Overpowered. Can't be wrong with that. The boomerang, I'm gonna put meh, because like you can get in a loop with cavemen. It is just not fun with that. Let's see here. The sword, broken sword. This is useful. I mean, it's not great to get. It's not really worth getting. Anyway, the camera. This thing is garbage. Bear trap level. This is the worst item in the game. Alright, nothing good about this.
You just can't get into it.
Stun things. So what? You can just use a whip. Alright, cape. Let's see here. That's just useful. I mean, it's good, but like the Vlad's cape is better than like everything else. Alright, this thing, very useful. I'm not giving it overpowered because like
hooray!
You can clip onto walls and it sometimes can kill you, which is a bit annoying. Duplicator, meh. It's not that great. It's way overrated, honestly. You duplicate things, so what? And it takes an item slot to hold. So this thing here, you know what? Meh. I'm not giving it useful. It does like gives you 2 minutes extra on the timer, which just does barely anything. Compass, meh as well. The compass is alright, alright? I'm not dissing the compass, but it's just nothing better than meh, alright? Crate, very useful. It's not overpowered because it's not, obviously. But yeah, it's useful. You get items, great, wonderful. Next down here we have the crossbow. Useless. Who in their right mind is gonna use this? Just use a shotgun down here. Like, come on, man. Crown. Meh. It does one thing. It gets you the sword. That's it. Dice here. I don't know why they have dice, but I'm gonna have to give that useless. You know what? Trash. You don't use this for anything except for like. No, actually, I'm gonna promote it to useless here.
Hooray!
You barely do anything with this except gamble. You can put it on an altar, but like, never is that gonna happen. This eggplant, trash. It's not bear trap level, but it's trash. Only because I can't use it, and I suck with using this thing. I hate it. This thing here, overpowered. The jelly from that guy's face, delicious. You cannot tell me this is the worst thing ever. This thing is phenomenal. Alright, eggplant, trash. Takes forever to actually use its thing, and it's just a pain in the butt. Alright, garbage. Yeah, trash. Not bear trap level. Only the camera stays there. This thing, elixir, overpowered. You can get cured from poison and curses, and it gives you like tons of health. Like, who doesn't want that? Alright, the Excalibur, 10 damage. Basically the damage of a bomb. That's very useful, alright? It does the same thing as this, except it's more optimal for the Turtle Mama, alright? So I'm just gonna give it very useful, not overpowered. Freeze Ray, alright? This thing is overpowered. Can kill almost anything in one hit, alright? Crazy overpowered. Ghost Pot, useful only because it's like a cursed jar. You can get into the secret ghost shops, but like other than that, it doesn't really do that much. Besides like money, that's why it's not meh. The chest. This is like the most useful thing ever because it holds the Ujedi, which is like an awesome item. You know, actually, I'm gonna get the Ujedi right here and put it up there too. The idol. That's just useful. It can't be better than that. All right. The idol does stuff, but like you get $55,000 in the first level, 100,000. It's basically only good for like the first 2 worlds, and then it's just, you know, actually promoting it's a meh. The key that goes up with that goes up with very useful as well, because obvious reasons. The headset is better than the crown for one reason: you can see in the dark better. If you didn't know that, if you have this in the dark, it helps you see. So yeah, the bow, very useful. One of the key items to getting into the Cosmic Ocean, as well as this. But also the arrow is a pain in the butt to get. This power pack thingy, lev pack, I don't even know what it's called. Bear trap level. Who in their right mind would use this? Like, it's a bomb strapped to your back, and you can't go up or literally down. It's terrible. Jetpack. Meh. I'm sorry. I can't do anything better than meh. It is just not worth it. It's a bomb, and it runs out of gas. Alright. The whip. I see the whip down here. What the heck is going on with there? This thing. I've died so many times to that hunk of rubble. Terrible. This Kapala, that is overpowered. This is like the best item in the game, honestly. Alright, here, the lamp. Useless. You can't even steal it from the shop without blowing it up. Like, why would they make it like that? Make it an item that's easily accessible. The machete. This is gonna go to be useful. This, your swinging is faster. You do double damage. It's just good all around. Pickaxe. Better than bombs. This is very useful. You can do so much with this. It's like the universal item. Can do damage, can go down faster. And for speedrunning, it's like a lifesaver. Shield. Bear trap level. Garbage. Absolute trash. You can't even use this without destroying items or getting yourself killed in some way. Parachute. Overpowered. You know why? This thing has saved me thousands of times. Many times, alright? I haven't died once when I have a parachute. Unless it's like to lava, but we don't talk about that. Next, we have paste. Now, paste is very useful. You can do so much with paste. Alright, now we have our good friend, the pitcher's mitt. That's trash. It's not bear trap level because it has a use at least. Next we have the plasma cannon. Yes, that's what it's called. This thing is not worth getting. It's expensive and it will blow you up immediately. So that's going to be useless. It's not trash because it actually does something. Poison arrows. Trash. I'm sorry. They just poison you. And other things. They don't really do extra damage. Because you can just whip them anyway. Gold pot, however. This thing is going to be useful. Because if you're going into the jungle, you can use it for money to get like some bonus juice. But like, other than that, it's not really worth getting. And if you don't have enough bombs, then yeah. I'm going to give this pot the useful status. Alright? Congratulations, pot. You got useful status. You have snakes and stuff, whatever. You have that in you. But you also have gems, which is like crazy. And like so much money. But if you have Vlad's cape and Kapala, this thing just becomes like a huge health bank. Like, who doesn't want that? Next, we have the power pack. Useless. Alright, oh. Useless. It just explodes. Yeah, it gives you fire abilities, but like, no one wants that. The present. meh. 50% of the items in here are basically these things, with a little bit of some of the above. You can never get what you want out of these, so it's gonna go meh. This thing, the mine, that is useful. You can use this as like a free bomb. Like, who doesn't want that? And now we have the rock. This thing is classic to Spelunky. This is like the most useful item, overpowered easily. Rope pile. Rope pile. That's gonna have to be useful because it does its job. Very useful. And there's like barely any of those in the game though. In like the first few levels, if you're lucky, you can get them. Next, we have royal jelly. This is only very useful because it's not as good as this jelly, but it does give you health and it's easily farmable. Next, we have the staff scepter thing. That's only very useful. It's not overpowered because it can kill you super easily, and if you're too close to your enemy, you're basically dead. Next, we have the shotgun. That one's just useful only because it's just useful. It's a pain in Neo Babylon because you can just easily kill yourself. The arrow. This is actually a very useful item. It doesn't break like this arrow down here, but it's very, very durable and very useful. I'll give it a very useful. Next, we have this key. Trash. No one likes carrying this around. Skeleton key. Overpowered. Unlock any gate you want. Like, who doesn't want that? Skull. That's gotta go, useful. You can do stuff with it, at least. You can throw it. It's good for deploying traps, you know? Glasses. Now, this is like a bootleg, Jedi, so it's just gonna be useful. It does its job, but it doesn't have a second use like the Jedi does. Next, we have the spike shoes. Now, spike shoes are a bit annoying when you don't want to kill something, like for sacrificing, so it's just got to be useful. Now, bouncy shoes. Bouncy shoes are overpowered. They give you an extra block of space to jump, and combined with Vlad's cape, it's just like way better than the jetpack. The Tablet of Destiny. Now this thing has one use and is not used for the rest of the game, and it's a pain to get. So I'm gonna put that in useless. It's just not worth it. But if you like know how to do skips and stuff, that makes it even less likely for you to get it. And also the room for the eggs is just a pain as well. So yeah, useless. Next we have, oh, not this, the teleporter pack. Trash. If you're going too fast and you're like jumping out of like the wazoo, you're gonna die. All right. Even if you have a good run, you're just gonna go teleport straight into a wall, and you're done. Okay. Now the teleporter, on the other hand, is useful. This thing you can actually choreograph where you're gonna teleport it. Otherwise, if you have this thing, yeah, you're dead. Next up, we have the good old fire torch stick thing. This isn't bad. It doesn't have it on fire here, but I assume they mean it to be on fire as well. This thing's useful if it's on fire, because if you get a dark level with turkeys, you're just set. You got so much health. The chest. Now this thing has a couple chances to have like bombs and stuff, but other than that, it's like, it's gonna be useful. It gives you money. Like, who doesn't want that? Oh, not this. The Jester's hat, aka the True Crown. It gives you bombs when you teleport, but it's only good if you know what you're doing. Because you could easily teleport if you're not watching the time. So I'm gonna put that in useless. Because it's not quite trash, it does its job. Turkey! This is useful, because it's just under this. It gives you 1 health. It's simple, it's easy to get. It's perfect. This thing, useless, not worth getting. Like, why? Why would they have? I mean, it's a good quest. You know, actually, I'm gonna upgrade it to meh. It has a good quest behind it. It has like a secret character and stuff. I'll keep it there. Next, we have the journal for some reason. This thing holds all your information. This thing is very useful. It's not overpowered because it doesn't give you any like bonus stats. The key to actually play the game. Overpowered. And for reasons I do not need to say. The eggs. I'm gonna conclude this with the room that it is in, because the room that it is in, I have died hundreds of times. So you're going straight to meh. Okay, Vlad's cape. Yes, Vlad's cape. This is easily overpowered. It doubles your blood consumption, and it gives you double jump. Perfect. And combine that with bouncy shoes and climbing gloves, and you're set. Next we have easily the best item in the entire game. The web gun. I'm just kidding. Okay, this is easily just meh. It does do something. You can get out of a hole with this. You can climb, quote unquote, climb walls, but it works, alright? It's not that great, but it works. Next we have the whip. Very useful. Couldn't play the game without it. Then we have this thing. Bear trap level. Why is this in the game? It does, like, basically nothing. Like, you're just playing the game and you find this and you try to crush an object. And then you die because you had 1 health. And then finally, we have the good old lava pot with a weird face. This thing, if you know what you're doing, this is meh. You can cook a turkey with this if you know what you're doing, but other than that, it's useless. And this is the final tier list of all the items, I think. So, if you agree with this, please comment, and have a great rest of your day.